To make a simple Beurre Blanc, which is a white butter sauce, you're going to start with sliced shallots, a dry white wine. Any wine will do, but you want it to be nice and dry and crisp. Chardonnay, Chablis, Sauvignon Blanc, whatever you want to use. Here I have some unsalted butter. I always use unsalted because I want control over the salt content of my dish. And some lemons cut in half. I'm going to start by heating a saute pan over high heat. And I'm going to add in my standard clarified and canola oil 50-50 mix. Heat that up and drop in my sliced shallots. I'm going to saute them so they release their aroma, start to soften and sweeten slightly, but I don't want to brown them. I'm going to add in a little bit of salt to help draw out the moisture and also to add a nice seasoning and flavor to the overall dish. And then I'm going to deglaze with that dry white wine. And it's going to flame up on you a little bit, so be careful. I'm going to reduce that down by a little bit, and I'm going to add in the juice of half a lemon. I'm just going to squeeze it in there, holding it upwards so I don't get any seeds in my pan sauce. And I'm going to reduce it to what's called au sec, which is shown here, where it's almost completely dry. Once it's au sec, you want to start to whisk in or swirl in your butter, and here I'm still using a high flame, okay, because the butter is going to actually cool down the sauce itself. And once this butter cube is almost dissolved, you're going to add in your next pat of butter, and you're going to continue to swirl and whisk around. Now, the number one mistake that people make when trying to attempt a Beurre Blanc, and the reason why it normally breaks on them, is because they don't reduce their water base, in this case, the lemon juice and white wine, far enough down to au sec before they start trying to emulsify in the butter. Now, once your sauce becomes nice and thick, you're going to take it off the flame, and you're going to stir in that last little pat of butter that's not completely dissolved. And you want to serve the Beurre Blanc immediately because it's not shelf stable and it won't hold very long. You want to make sure it's nice and warm when you serve it. And as you can see here, it's emulsified and thick. It coats the spoon, and it's not breaking away. It doesn't look greasy or runny or watery, which is the sign of a broken Beurre Blanc.